I'm making a good amount of money at the moment, so it all takes to Mr. Hugh Forward. I know Hugh Forward for the past maybe 10 years. We're good friends, and he's one of the best presenters I've ever seen in my entire life, probably the best in Ireland. Let's give him a welcome to Hugh Forward.
Thank you very much. Very nice of you. I have to apologize. I have a sore back, so I'm pretty animated in my presentation. So today I might be a little bit cooler because my back's a little bit sore. We got 3 new ponies last month for the kids for Christmas, and I've done a lot of extra work and I've hurt my back. And some days it's good, some days it's bad. Today it's bad. Anyway, thanks for coming, and nice to see you all. Happy New Year to you, if I haven't said that to you already. And let's hope you have a very successful year. We're going to show you a business presentation now, and then we're going to take a break. We're going to have maybe a tea or a coffee, and then we're going to do some training if you're willing to stay for that. And the training will be about setting yourself up for 2018 and beyond. And it doesn't matter whether it's this business or anything else that you do, my training should be able to help you do better in any walk of life. Yeah? It should help you succeed at whatever it is you wish and achieve those goals and dreams and desires that you always wanted. And we all had big goals and big dreams when we were children, you know. It was very easy to imagine that everything was possible. And the older we got, and when we went through education and through life and through work and careers, things got tougher and tougher and tougher because our mindset got weaker and weaker. We got controlled. So I'm going to show you how to get out of that and get back to get everything you want, because that is very possible. Anyway, let's focus on this first section. We're going to look at a wonderful business. Some of you are very new to it. Some of you have got started just a little while ago. Some of you have no idea why you're here or what you're going to see. And that was the same for me. About 1.5 years ago, I was invited, like you, to sit in those seats and watch something similar, to see was I interested. And I wasn't really interested. I wasn't looking for anything. But when I saw what I saw, it made very good sense for me to get started. And it's changed our lives. It's changed our families' lives. And I'm delighted to say I've helped so many people in this last 12 months. I had one guy I showed this to who said, I don't have enough money to get started. I really like it, but I do not have enough money to get started. And I said, that's desperate. But that tells me whatever you're doing so far in life is not producing for you. Whatever you've been doing hasn't worked. And this guy's in his 30s, you know, maybe in his 40s, and he hadn't enough. I says, how much can you afford to get started with? He says, I have nothing. I says, you can't get started. I said, could you find yourself $50, like £40 sterling? He says, maybe. He started with £40. Do you know how much he's made in 1.5 years? 200,000. What I showed him, I'm about to show you. He started with £40 and he made 200 grand. Because he followed a system and he developed. So there's something here for everyone. Okay? And it's incredible what we have for you. So, we're all familiar with Facebook, most of us. We're all familiar with social media. Things like Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube. These are all social media platforms that have kind of taken over a lot of people's lives. You know, every day people are they're in their phone all the time, on the bus, going to work, at break time, lunchtime. They're even watching television with one eye on the phone and one eye over the television, and back on the phone and watching television like this. It's changed our lives dramatically. For good or for bad, I don't know. I tend not to use it that much. I use the internet a lot, but I don't use Facebook and stuff like that very much. But Facebook has been very successful, and Facebook started like this. Did you know that? A guy called Mark Zuckerberg invited 5 of his friends to come and have a look at an idea he was going to create. Only 3 of them showed up. 2 of them decided that it wasn't for them before they even saw it. So you may have invited people here tonight, and they maybe didn't show up because they had no idea what you were about to show them, or something got in the way. Yeah, they had to take the cat for a walk. The camel got out of the garage. I had a flat tire. There was ice on the window. I had to take the child to piano lessons. People make excuses in life. Yeah? But 3 of these guys showed up to meet Mark Zuckerberg when he was creating Facebook. And Facebook's only about 10 years old. Not that old. And those 3 guys that showed up today are billionaires. So just like you, they took the blind faith to take a step and go and have a look at something like you've done tonight. And I congratulate you for that. Facebook has been phenomenally successful. Facebook has about 1.8 billion people on board. 1.8 billion people on board Facebook. Who put them on there? You did. We sent out our link, we added friends, we built that community. Now, who put the content onto Facebook? Who uploaded our photographs, our videos of YouTube? Who liked, who shared, who posted, who commented? We did. Who built that community? We did. Last year, Facebook did 27 billion of revenue. My question to you is, how much of that did they give to you? Nothing. Imagine Facebook had said this, guys, we want 10%. We'll take 2.7 billion, the owners, and we'll give you guys 5 billion. Is that a better Facebook? If they had shared the money with us. Well, let me tell you, you're lucky, because 2 gentlemen came together 5 years ago, and they created a new social media platform called FutureNet. Not Facebook, FutureNet. And on FutureNet, you can upload photographs, you can upload videos, you can like, you can share, you can post, you can comment, you can add your friends, you can open a chat box and text. And here's the good news. FutureNet will give you a percentage of the money it generates on the platform. They will pay up to 85% of the money they raise, they'll give it back to us, the community that built it. So they will pay you to chat. So if you say hello to me on this, you get paid. If I say hello back, I get paid. So we need to build a bigger community. At the minute, we've only 2 million members. It's not really enough. It's a big number, half of Ireland, but it's not big enough. We need to get sizable numbers like 10, 15, 20 million members before we get the big advertising companies to come on board to give us more revenue that we can share back with you. So it takes more members. We need to be adding, you should be adding about 10 people a day to this. Not to make money or not to show them Ad Pro or show them anything, just to build the community. And you need to communicate, you need to chat on this. You need to upload your content. And you might say to me, well, there's not very many people on here, why would I do that? Because you're making money. Yeah? But if you go and post on Facebook, do the same post over here. Do double if you want to do that. And start populating this. The more people we can put on this, the more information we can put on this, then we get the big advertisers. The advertisers are looking for eyeballs on their advertisement. That's what they want. They want traffic. They want people seeing their message. If I owned Mercedes-Benz and I had a choice to advertise on Facebook or FutureNet, I'd go to Facebook. Yeah? Do you understand? Because it makes sense. But if we build a big enough community, then I say, hey, let's try and let's put a portion of our money onto this platform. So, we generate lots of revenue on our platform. And one of the revenue streams comes from advertising on the platform. You see, this 27 billion comes from advertising and from games. Do you know that? We all use Facebook for free, but they made 27 billion. I didn't give them anything, and nobody here gave them any money. So how did they do 27 billion? The money comes from advertising and games. Okay? So what we have is we have revenue coming here from advertising and games. So if I show you the FutureNet platform, you can see here, we have advertising populating around the website. When you click into various links, we've done arrangements with Google Sense that we get paid when you click on advertisements on our website. It brings revenue into this bucket. This is free money to FutureNet. They generate money from this. In here in our games section, we have maybe 20, well, there's definitely 20 games in there, but every month or every other month they keep adding games. We've generated a new game called Coin Off Mine. C-O-I-N, Coin Off, O-F-F. Mine, M-I-N-E, Coin Off Mine. And in that game, we're putting 1 million Futuro coins, which is a cryptocurrency, in the game. Will you be able to find coins on the street here in Dublin? Digital coins that can translate into euro or Bitcoin or any other currency you want. We're adding 1 million coins from the Futuro blockchain onto this game that's coming on our platform as well. But the games generate revenue, and the games attract advertising. We develop apps. So we have games, we have apps as well. And what happens is we tell our community, you must download the app to qualify for revenue. Now, if you download one of our apps like Cloud or one of our messenger apps, what happens is the world sees that this new app that we created has had 100,000 downloads today because we forced you to download it. We didn't ask you to use it. We didn't ask you to pay for it. But if you download our cloud service, we'll qualify you to earn money in Ad Pro. But the fact that the rest of the world sees 100 billion downloads of this game, they want to come and advertise on our platform. It's all good if we download the apps and use the material they create. But we have another good link up here called FutureNet Shopping. Now on the FutureNet Shopping platform, we have 400 million products. 400 million products. Do you know what that looks like? 400 million products. You can have anything in there from iPhones to iPhone chargers to Samsungs to shirts to shoes to umbrellas to anything. You can book a hotel in Dublin. You can fly Aer Lingus to London or anywhere in the world with our FutureNet platform. Maybe you don't know that. But if you want to buy anything from eBay or Amazon, go in here first. Click this button, search for your product, and that makes FutureNet money from the shopping platform. If we have 2 million people bought one thing once a month off the internet, that's 2 million payments would go into this bucket. And it's out of this bucket that we pay you. It's out of this pool of revenue that we pay you. From advertising, from games, from shopping, and we have many, many more things. We have digital products like cloud, blogging services, video email, VoIP. We're adding more products as we continue. We've also opened 2 FutureNet cafes. There will be a FutureNet cafe in Dublin. Why is that important? Because when you invite your friends here, they say, I've never heard of FutureNet. But if we've got FutureNet cars and FutureNet restaurants and FutureNet cafes in Dublin, people say, I've heard of that. So we bring the offline world together with the online world, and it's easier to do business. In a FutureNet cafe, if you stand outside and go online to purchase something, you'll get we have a deals button. But if you step inside our IP, inside our internet address, inside the cafe, you're going to get a better deal. What does that do? It encourages more people into our coffee shop. There's going to be some special promotions, and you'll be able to buy your coffee with Bitcoin or with Futuro in our coffee shops. So that's fantastic because that's another source of revenue that goes into this bucket, and you can get paid. Imagine somebody buys a coffee in Belfast and you get paid. You weren't in Belfast. Or somebody buys a coffee in Poland and you get paid. Or somebody in China goes online and buys a charger for an iPhone and you got paid. Or some big company advertising the platform where you got paid. So the more sources of revenue go into this bucket, we pay you. It's incredible how this works. And there's more and more and more products and services to be added. We're creating our own eBay as well. It's called 24 BAS. 24 means it's open 24 hours a day. BAS stands for? Shop with the S. Buy, auction, sell. Sell. Sell in the shop. Yeah? Buy, auction, sell. So if you have an unwanted bicycle that you want to sell, you can upload it, but we don't charge you. You can put it on our eBay if you like, and we can offer your bicycle to 2 million people, and we can sell it. We don't charge you for advertising or for hosting or for putting up there like all these other sites now, Charge Done Deal and all the rest of them, eBays and Alibabas, and they all pay. You have to pay to advertise. We allow you to do it for free, but you must accept Futuro for your bicycle or for your old gym equipment or for whatever it is you're selling on this. So we're creating a merchant model or a consumer model that everybody can market our stuff up there. We must accept Futuro as no. So let's say you're selling your bicycle for €200 and I want the bicycle and it's €200, but you must accept Futuro for it. Well, I don't want to pay Futuro for the bicycle. Will you accept euro? Of course you will. That's what you wanted. You didn't really want the Futuro. You wanted the euro, but you have to accept it. But I'm not paying with Futuro because I'm keeping mine. But I'll pay you euro. Are you happy with the euro? So what I'm saying here is you must accept it. So if we could have 2 million acceptance points for our digital currency, that helps the price of that currency. Yeah? You mightn't understand that, but it's incredible. You must accept it, but you don't have to take it. Yeah? You can't accept euro only. Everybody will probably prefer to pay you euro than pay Futuro because you want to keep your Futuro because it's rising in price. That's why I wouldn't pay Futuro for a bicycle. I said, no, I keep that. Will you take euro for it? Anyway, so we've many sources. We've also transaction fees. On our cryptocurrency, there are small transaction fees incurred. So if we introduce a toy shop or a clothes shop in Dublin to accept Bitcoin and Futuro, FutureNet make transaction fees on these currency transactions, and that brings money in, and we get paid on that as well, which is clever. Now, FutureNet as a company have been accepting Bitcoin since about 2015, I think, and they were taking in Bitcoin when it was valued at $100 per coin. They took in a lot more Bitcoin when Bitcoin was $250 per coin. And then about a year and a half ago, a Bitcoin was about $600. They took a lot of Bitcoin in at $600. And then the next threshold for Bitcoin was that 1,000 to 1,200 level, where people didn't think it was going to break 1,000. It hung around there for a long time, $1,000 to $1,200 per Bitcoin. And the experts were saying Bitcoin's going to go to 5,000 by the end of the year. Some people said that. But of course, the Bitcoin went from $1,000 this time last year to $17,000 per coin today. So if you can imagine all the money that FutureNet has taken in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital asset. This building is an asset. It's a property. It's worth something. It's a physical asset. But a digital asset like Bitcoin, the company has taken in so much Bitcoin at 250 and 600 and 1,200, and all of that value, it's like this building being £1 million in Dublin jumped to 17 million in a year. They go, what? Your property you bought for $1 million is worth 17 million. You're kidding me. That's what's happened. FutureNet turned over almost 700 million last year in revenue. I'm just trying to give you the size of this company. They turned over about 700 million in revenue. I would say maybe 70% of the money was taken in cryptocurrency, not in euro or other currencies. And the wealth of this company has just boom, 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 boom. It's phenomenal to have this war machine behind us, that we can start developing more technology and more products. A lot of our technicians and our IT departments and our programmers were working on the cryptocurrency. That was completed last December. There's little work to do there now. It's more the exchange is doing their work to make our work for them. So a lot of development now will be placed back on this site here, where we're going to improve our chat boxes and our messenger systems. We want it to be WhatsApp quality or Facebook Messenger quality. We want all our digital products to be fabulous products. So they're going to spend a lot more time upgrading and improving many of the areas around this platform. So it's kind of, we're pioneers in this together. We're developing this whole new structure, and you can be part of it, and you can make some serious money. And that is serious money. Somebody starting with €50 and they've got €200,000. That's serious money. And I'm going to show you how you get the benefits of some of that. But I just wanted to show you our platform. It's very, very simple. If you click on any of them links, you actually can do this on your phone as well. But if you click on any of these links, it brings you to our shop, it brings you to our games, or it brings you to our digital products. We've also got a business in behind this as well. I have a few friends on this. They don't know about the business side of it. They just know about the games. They just know about communications. They know about the shop. But I haven't told them about clicking advertisements. I haven't told them about the business at all. They're just friends on the network. But if I was to educate them to click this button, it brings up 3 new opportunities, which is our FutureNet, our FutureAd Pro, and our Futuro, which is going ahead this month. So these are 3 additional opportunities that not everybody knows about, but if you tell somebody about them. Sometimes we jump in here first and tell people all about the business, and maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe you just invite them as a friend, create a new community. Maybe you have too many friends on Facebook, you don't really know these people, you don't even talk to them. You have 500 friends who you don't really know. You know 60 of them. So maybe you'd like to develop a new community, a new fresh start, and you could do that on this, and through time you might drop them a link that, you know, you can get paid for watching advertisements, and how does that work? And that could be a softer way to bring them to our opportunity. The other good news as well is, when we talk about Futuro, is when our coin goes on the exchanges, we have a whole world outside of the FutureNet people who see Futuro now. They know Bitcoin, they know Litecoin, they know Ethereum, but they've never heard of Futuro. As soon as that hits the exchange, all of these people who we don't know go, what's going on here? Who is this guy? And all of a sudden they're interested in our coin, and that puts value on our coin as well when the outside world hears about us, because really we're a network of people we do know, but outside of that, it brings great value when this goes onto the exchanges, and that's pretty exciting. What I'd like to do now is just tell you a little bit about these three opportunities, because that's really why we're here tonight. We're here to show you how to change your 2018 and beyond. We're going to show you how to make some money, and it's very easy. When you click the business button, it brings this page up here, and you can decide to do 1, 2, or 3, or all parts. Yeah, you can decide to do just the Futuro, or just this, or you can do all three. I've decided to do all three opportunities, but it's your choice. Let's take the first one. The first one's called FutureNet. It's very simple. When you press that button, it will bring you to a web page with 6 gray circles. You're saying to me, am I colorblind? No, when you first log in, these are all gray, but if you upgrade them, they change color. So mine's fully upgraded, so the top 3 turn blue, and the bottom 3 turn an orangey yellow color. So what you do is, you press the upgrade button under this one if you want to buy $10 worth of our products. If you want to buy some more, you click here, 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 and you upgrade. Or you just press the last one, and that puts you into all 6 programs. Or you press this one, it puts you into the first 5. Or if you press this one, it'll put you in the first 2. Or you can go into the first one and later on upgrade. So there's a number of opportunities here. And this works a little bit like Tesco, but a little bit better than Tesco. When you walk into Tesco and you spend €100 on shopping, they ask you, do you have a loyalty card? And you go, oh yes, it's on my keyring, here you go. They scan that card and you get points on your card. And the idea of those points is that maybe when you gather some more points, you can go back into the shop and get some discounts, you get some value, okay? So that's how it works. We have a similar system, but I think ours is much better. When you come into our shop, and ours is an online shop, so it's bigger than a Tesco. Tesco, you only get about 1,000 people in one. Here we can put 88,572 customers in the program, and it's very, very simple. So let's say you just said, I'm going to buy $10 worth of products, and you hit that button. We will give you 1,000 media points, 1,000 points. You can take those points, go back onto the board, that first slide, and buy some products there. You can spend that money. So we're giving you, you buy the points, you go and use them to buy something on the digital products. When you do that, we place you for free into our structure. We put you for free into our rewards program. So Tesco have a rewards program that they reward you. The more you spend, the more points you get. The more you spend with us, the more points we give you, but we also place you into these 6 different reward structures. Okay, I'll make this quite simple for you. If you spend $10, we'll put you for free right to the very beginning of this structure. And the good news is this. If you go through Tesco and spend €100 and you get 100 points, that's fine. But you don't get anything the next customer spends in the queue behind you. Sure you don't? They get their points. And if you want more points, you have to go and spend more money. With us, it doesn't work like that. The next customer that comes in behind you, we pay you 5% of what that next customer spends. And we pay you 5% on the next customer, and the next customer, and the next customer, 88,572 times. You can pay it 88,572 times. That is the potential. It's incredible, guys. So, how does it work? Let's do a new diagram. So here you go. You spend $10, we put you for free into the first program. The next customer that comes in, anywhere in the world, and You might introduce that customer, you may not. Maybe it's the person who introduced you that introduced that customer, maybe it was me. But there are only 3 empty positions in our reward structure right behind you. There are only an opportunity for 3 customers to get in these positions. Let's call them A, B, and C. You could tell A, B, and C yourself. Maybe you didn't. Maybe your introducer, which we call your sponsor, maybe they put the customer in there behind you. We don't know. But I would reckon the best thing to do is for you to make that customer, for you to spread the word. You see, the first Tesco that opened here in Dublin, there had to be a first customer that went in. Have you heard about the new shop? Oh, it was great parking. Oh, I went in there. Oh, you have to pay €1 for the trolley. Oh, do you want to see the size of this thing? You want to see the deals? You want to see the shelves? Wow, the staff are good. You can check out yourself. You went back and told other people, and guess what they did? They got in the car and went down to Tesco. How much did you get? Nothing. With our program, if you tell them, they tie to you like Facebook. When you send somebody your link to Facebook, they're tied to you as a friend. Same here. When you tell people about this, they're tied to you as a friend. There are only 3 empty positions behind you. So make sure you tell the people you like and care about the most. Don't tell strangers about this. Why would you want to... I'm going to show you how to make $10 million here. Why would you tell a stranger how to make $10 million when it's better that one of your family or friends could do this? Yeah? I spoke to no strangers. I only talk to people I know. Yeah? It's difficult talking to strangers. So, imagine you told 3 customers about this, and then you tell a 4th customer. The 4th customer goes behind this customer. Because you can only have 3 locations front line to you. The 4th must fall behind. So it's very important to get in fast into the structure if you're hoping to get some of that spillover or if you've got a good active upline. But don't count on it. Do it yourself. It's quite easy to do. Now, we pay you 5% anytime one of these customers spends money here. 5%. But we also pay you 5% on this customer. So we pay you 5% on this customer and these 3 customers, but this person here, A, also gets paid on this customer, and they don't know who that customer is. It fell into the structure. It's like when you go through Tesco, you might know the lady behind you because she lives in your neighborhood, but that girl down there, you don't know who she is. She's coming through the till. Imagine you got paid what she spent. There is a lady who joined this. I don't know how long it was ago, but she joined it and didn't understand it. And about 4 or 5 months later, she logged in, and there was 126,000 in her account. She said, "What? Who owns that money?" "You own that money." "What? Why do I own the money?" Well, because you joined the structure, and the person that showed you this brought another customer in here, and they went and built a big business, and you get 5% on every customer that comes behind you in the structure, whether you bring them in or somebody else brings them in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, very, very simple. It looks like this if we break it down. You go into your back office, you click business, it brings you to this page. You buy $10, you go into this one, you buy $25, you go into the next one, you go into 6 of these programs. I went into all 6, right? But it works like this. You get the first position. Nobody else in the world gets in there but you. And everybody is equal. If somebody joins today, they get in the first position. If somebody joins tomorrow, they get in the first position. If somebody joins in 10 years, they get in the first position in the structure. Everybody is in point number 1. The next 3 customers can come from you, from internet marketing, from your upline, if it's active, or you can find 3 customers to join the program if you wish. They fall in here. No more customers can get in. The rest of the customers must come behind. There's a total now of 12 customers in your business. But you might only have introduced 3 of them or none of them. And as this grows, it grows to 88,572 customers. You see, what I've drawn out here is 3. But if they only have 3 locations behind them, that means there's 9 on the 2nd generation of customers. 3, 9. The next level, there's 27 customers. The next, there's 81. 2, 4, 3, 7, 29. We all know our 3 times tables. 3 times this is 2,187. This is where I get stuck. So if everybody brought 3 customers to our program, you would have 3 customers. And if they brought 3 customers, and if they brought 3 customers, and everybody brought 3 customers, we will pay you 3,000 payments. You get paid 3,000 times, not 3 times You get paid on these customers, and these customers, and these customers, and these customers. You don't know who they are. You get paid on these customers, you get paid on these customers, and we pay you 10 generations of sales. Yeah? So 3 7s are 21, 3 8s are 24, 2s 26, 3 1s are 3 and 2s 5, 3 2s are 6. So all of a sudden, 6,500 brand new customers join the next month, let's say, because these brand new customers, 2,000 customers, found 3 customers each. It's like you finding 3 customers, these guys found 3 customers, we pay you 6,500 times that month. 6,500 payments. So you get paid 10 generations. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 2 more tiers. 3 1s are 3, 3 6s are 18, 3 5s are 15 and 1 is 16, 3 6s are 18 and 1 is 19. You get almost 20,000 checks, 20,000 payments. If everybody brings 3 people. If we all just do 3 each, that's enough. You don't have to be greedy and tell 5 people. I'm a wee bit greedy. I've told 9 people about this so far. Yeah? Some people tell 9 people in a week, some people 9 people in a month. I've told 9 people so far. Why? Because I can look after 5 or 6 of them. I can look after Gabriel and be here tonight for him. Yeah? But if I have 50 people, I can't do 50 presentations tonight. So I've got 9 people, 5 or 6 of them are pretty active, and that keeps me busy. I don't need any more people. But 3's enough, all right? Everybody knows 3 people. Here's my question to you. Do you know 3 people that want to make more money this year than they made last year? What's the answer to that question? Doesn't matter who they are, where they are, what they do for a living. No. Who do you know wants to make more money this year than they made last year? Everybody. Your next door neighbour does. Your best friend does. Your children do. Who else does?
I do.
Your charity does. Who else does? Richard Branson wants to make more money. Yeah? Who else does? Alan Sugar. Everybody wants to make more money this year than they made last year. So don't start working out who these people are going to be. Pick 3 people and show it to them. Bring them here tonight, and I'll show it to them. You don't have to say anything. Do you realize the person that invited you here tonight has yet to open their mouth? Do you know why? Because they're working tonight. That's as hard as the work gets. Look. Look at this one. He's working. Look at this boy over here. He's working tonight. This boy here's working. That's how hard our work is. Sit and say nothing. Isn't that hard work? And we make money. I'm going to show you some serious money. You see, we've another generation to go. These are brand new people, just like you're new tonight. Imagine they found us 3 customers that wanted to make more money this year than they made last year. So these guys bring us 3 customers each. We pay you on every one of them. 3 3s are 9. 3 8s are 24. 3 6s are 18 and 2's 20. 3 9s are 27, 2's 29. 3 1s are 3 and 2's 5. I hope you're good at your 3 times tables. We learnt them a long time ago at school, except the boss here is learning them probably now. When you add all of these numbers up, the total amount of transactions that can occur in your business is 88,572. If you add your 3, and then that's all you brought, and everybody brings 3 customers, we will pay you 5% on every customer 88,000 times. Now let's add some math to this. So this is how this would come up on the computer. But if I show you that, you won't understand it. If I work it out with you, you go, now I know where the numbers come from. Okay? So you click this button, you fall in here for free. How did you get in here for free? You bought $10 worth of our products and we put you in this one for free. The next customer bought $10 worth of products in our shop, we put them in here for free. The next customer's bought $10 worth of products, we put them in here for free. And you get paid 88,572 times. Now, if we're only spending $10, how much do you get per person, per transaction? If we only spend $10 with us, if you spend $10 with us, and you're getting 5% of that, 5% of $10 is 50 cents. That's not very interesting, is it? 50 cents? But when you multiply 88,000 times 50 cents, you make 44,000. You tell me anywhere where you can spend $10, whatever that is in euro, once in your life, we'll give you some products for it, and you can make up to 44,000. You do that in Tesco? No, they give you a tenner off. There you go. They give you a tenner off nappies. Yeah? You spent $10, we've given you some products for that, we put you in this for free, 3 more customers came on board, we built out the community, just like you built Facebook. you make 44,000. How bad is that? If you do half of what I've described, you make 22,000. If you do 10% of that, you make 4 grand. An extra 4 grand. Is your boss going to give you an extra 4 grand this year? Is your best friend going to give you 4 grand? Is your employer? No. If you're in business, say you own a business, is your own business going to give you 4 grand out of this? No, because you're not in this. Your business will only make you what it makes you in its own, because you don't do our products. Yeah. Now we have 6 of these programs. Yeah. And the more you spend, the more you get into. So let's have a look at this. You're getting 5% on 10 levels, and here's how it works. We worked out this one. If you spend $10, you get into this one for free. You're getting 50 cents on every customer. The total potential is you'll make anything from 50 cents right up to 44,000. If you spend another $25 on our products, we'll throw you into 2 programs for free. You're now in this one and this one. It costs $35. But you're getting 5% of a $25 order. You're getting $125 on every single customer in this one. Here you're only getting 50 cents on every customer. We'll give you $125 on every sale in here. So you've got a $1.25 multiplied by 88,000 potential customers. The potential here for you is 110 grand. When you add 110,000 to 44,000, you're speaking about 150,000 approximately of money. And all you've spent is $35 once in your life. $35 once in your life for a potential of 150 grand. If you come into this one, so you buy $50 worth of products, we place you into this one for free. We start building this out. You're getting 5% of a $50 order now. You're getting $250 on every customer in here. At the same time, you're getting 125s in here, and you're getting 50s in here. But in this one, you're getting $250 on every client. So every order that comes in, you're getting paid. There's 88,000 possible orders. You can make 220 grand in here. Plus 110 is 330. Plus this one, about 375,000. So all you've spent was $85 once in your life, not next month again, never again next year, just once in your life, $85, we'll call that 60 euro. And you've the potential for an international business where you can make up to 375,000. Let's say you spend another 100 quid. What do? We put you in the 4th program for free. You spend 185, you're now in this one for free. We start building this out, you're getting 5% of every order. But now you're getting 5% of 100. So you're getting a $5 here on every customer. That sounds a little bit better. But 88,000 fivers is 440 grand. Add the 440 to the 375, you're looking at close to 800 grand. An $800,000 business, 800,000, that's just short of $1 million, and all you've ever spent was $185 once in your life. Tell me where you can do it. What if you spend another 5? This is for the big guys now. Spend another 500 with us, we put you in this one for free. Now you're getting, every other customer that spends 500, you're getting $25 here. So that's 5 times bigger. You're getting a $5 in here, but in here you're getting 25 quid a time, 25 euro, $25 a time, every customer that comes in. You've got 25 multiplied by 88,000 is the potential. You're looking at 2.2 million just from this single program. 2.2 million, and we've already worked those out to be about 800,000. Those 5 programs would bring you about 3 million quid, $3 million. How much did you spend? 500, 600, 650, 675, 685 will put you into those 5. $685, we'll call it 500 euro. For 500 euro, we can show you a $3 million business. What about the last one? I went into this one. It's $1,685 to get into all 6. When you add all of that up, we give you $1,685 worth of products. So you're getting something for that. You're getting an invoice for that as well. So if you're in business, you can take that off the tax man because it's a cost of the product. It's a cost of it's a charge. So here you're getting 5% of every 1,000 spent. 5% of 1,000 is $50. $50 multiplied by this is 4.4 million. The total potential here, first time round, is 7.4 million. It's crazy money. Most people can't comprehend it. But when you multiply that out, it's $7.4 million. Now, if your mind can't believe in that, think about this. What if only half of that worked out for you? We'll only give you half of this. 3 million something. What if 20% What if 20% of that worked out? So let's say it only worked out 20%. 20% of that is $1.5 million. You would make $1.5 million. If it works out 10% for you, 10%, 740,000. 10%. Guys, if it works out 1%, if 800 customers came on board, not 88,000, if 885 customers came on, 1%, you made 74 grand. Do you think 885 customers will join this program? Guys, we've 2 million already. So don't be thinking, is it going to happen? It is happening.
2.5.
What was that?
They say 2.5. 2.5 million now.
I don't know what it is. It's over 2 million. I'm not going to change the numbers every time it changes. I'll wait till it gets bigger. Once it goes to 3. Yeah? So it's working. It's incredible. There's as much or as little as you need here. If you need 500 a week extra money, it's here easy. 500 a week, what is that, 25 grand a year? 25,000 a year? Let's forget about these millions. There's 25 grand a year here. You would have to go to work if that was coming in. But we're going to make it slightly better than that for you. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to incentivize you. We have created a matching bonus. The matching bonus works like this. Let's say you picked up the phone tonight. Well, this afternoon, 2 o'clock. You, Paul, have you anything on tonight? Not really, no. It's quiet night. Do me a favour. What? Will you do me a favour? I will. I know you. I'll do you a favour. What is it? I want to see you in Dublin there. I'm not going to Dublin tonight. Come on down to Dublin. Listen, an hour and a half, 2 hours down the road. I want to show you something exciting. What is this? Is there a rock band on? What's happening? What's exciting? Are you interested in making more money this year than you made last year? Yeah. Meet me in Dublin at 5 o'clock. What's it about? About an hour. What's it about? It's about making more money this year than you made last year. So imagine I said, okay, I know you that well. They wouldn't have rang me. They're pretty serious about this. I came down tonight and I sat there. And somebody presented this to me and I got started. Let's say I went out this week and made 2 grand. Yeah? Our company would say to you, the person you introduced us to has gone and made themselves 2,000 quid this week. They're very happy. They're actually delighted that you asked them to come down all that way from the north. They've made 2 grand. They're very excited. But we'd like to give you a thank you bonus. We would like to give you a 1,000 quid bonus. Me? Yeah. Why? Because we would not know who that guy was when you made the phone call. You invited him here. And every time he makes money, we give you half. I hope you're not taking it away from him. No, we're not taking it away from him. He's still got his 2 grand. We're taking it out of FutureNet money and giving you a 50% check match. You're kidding me. So let's say next week I go out and make 300. You get phone 50. Let's say the next week I make 5 grand. You get 2.5 grand. You get up to a 50% check match. Now, if you come in first for the $10, remember you can make about 44 grand there. You're only going to get a 10% check match on anybody introduced. If you come in for here, you get a 20%, 30%. And if you come in here or above, you get that 50% check match. The guy that had no money last year had only £40, made 200 grand. I introduced him, I get a 50% check match. How much did I get for that phone call?
100 grand.
Made 100 grand with 1 phone call. Marcus, would you take a look at an idea? What's it about? It's about making more money this year than you made the year before. Do you want to make more money this year than last year? Yes, okay, have a look at this. Don't have enough money to get started, don't understand it. Is that good enough reason not to do it? You don't have enough money, you don't understand it? Is that a good enough reason not to do it? I says, do you drive a car? And she said, do. Do you understand how the engine works? No. Does it take you from A to B? Yes, it does. It took me from A to B. Did you know that the petrol went in there, in through that injector, something fired here, went down through that pipe, in through there, you put your pedal down, it went at 46 miles an hour. Did you understand all of that? No. You don't need to understand this to do it. You'll understand it as you do it, we pay you. In fact, as you get paid, you'll start understanding, where did I get that for? What did I get that for? Where's this money coming from? There was a lady made 126,000 because she didn't understand it. In fact, if you don't understand it, it's better. If you understand it, you have to talk like me. It's better not to understand it. It's better to let somebody else do the work. And that's where you'll make the money. If you try to explain this, people will think you're off your head. Get a crazy guy from the north to explain it. Because a stranger's an expert. You see, if you're a plumber, they say, what would a plumber know about this? If you're a nurse, what does a nurse know about it? If you're a taxi driver, what does a taxi driver know about this? You bring a stranger, he's the expert. So let me do the talking. You say nothing. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
We build this for you. That's how it works. So the 50% check match. Somebody mentioned Ryan Conley. This guy mentioned Ryan Conley. Ryan Conley put a Facebook post up on the internet, and there was this lady in China. She asked him, can you tell me more about this? He didn't reply. She asked him, can you tell me more about this? Reply. She asked her, can you tell me a bit more of this? Didn't reply. She asked Ryan, can you tell me more of this place? And he replied. She went looking for somebody to get joined. She made $1 million in 4 months. Ryan Conley got a 50% check match. You need to start telling people about this. This is incredible. That's the 50% check match. And there's more than that, and we'll teach you that again. I just want to finish with this one, and this is our career plan. This is quite interesting. Who would like a new phone? New phone? Okay, we give away free phones. Anybody with Facebook get a free phone? We give away free laptops. We give away free holidays. We give away free cars. Last month, I was in China. They give away 4 Porsche, 10 BMW, right in front of my eyes. Give them away. I'll show you how it works. You want to get? I'll show you how to get. I'll show you how to get a phone, then I'll show you how to get a laptop. Very, very easy. The first way to get the first prize is a free phone. So I didn't even know how I got this, but a boy knocked the door. Dog went mad. Somebody at the door. A guy came out. Said, "Would you sign for that?" I says, "No. What is it?" "I don't know. I'm only a delivery man." I says, "What's in it? Who is it from?" FutureNet. All right. Took it in, opened the box, brand new phone. I says, "Why are they sending me phones?" Because I didn't understand it. I got a phone in my first week. Yeah? I got a laptop, I got a holiday, and I'm halfway to a brand new free car. I also got a beautiful Rolex watch that I was wearing yesterday, but I'm not wearing today. What's that?
Because you're famous. To give horses for fitness.
I'm a horsey man. Yeah, I love horses. If I wasn't here, I'd be with horses now. I do about 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day with the horses. Anyway, how do you get a free smartphone? Very easy. Get a free smartphone, you need to do $20,000 of business. When I heard that, I said, 20,000? Me? I can't do 20,000. No, you don't have to do it. You or your group does it. Ah, so I don't have to do all that. So I worked it out. If you take out your phone, well, you don't take it out, I'll take out mine. I worked it out that the fastest way to get a phone is to get everybody to do the Royal program, the 1685. So if I take my calculator here, and I cancel, and I go 20,000 of business. I need to do 20 grand of business. 20 grand of business. Now here's how it works. Every dollar spent is a point here. This is 20,000 points actually. You need 20,000 points, but every dollar spent is a point for you. So if somebody comes in and spends $10, that's 10 points. If they spend $500, that's 500 points. If they spend 1,685 to get into all 6, they're spending 685 points. You only need 20,000 to get a free phone. So if I divide 20,000 by 1,685, that's the fastest way to do it. How many royals do I need in my business to get a free phone?
12.
Say 12. So if 12 people join your business, and I had that in a day and a half, yeah? I got a free phone. It took 4 or 5 days to get here. 6 days, whatever the time the computer did its stuff. So you get a free phone with 12 people in your business. So, that's all right. How do you get a laptop? Very easy. Help 3 people get a phone. Because to get the laptop, you need 50,000 of business. So we need 12 people to get ourselves a free phone, right? To get a laptop, you need 50,000 of business. Oh, I couldn't do 50,000. Cancel. 50,000. Oh, cancel. 50,000 divided by the fastest way is the 1685 model, 1685. But it could be any combination. That could be 10ers and 5ers and 50s and but let's say the 1685. If I divide that, how many people do I need to get a free laptop? 30 people. Well, I don't really. I've already got 12. I only need another 18 customers, and they sent me a laptop. I give it to my son. I give the phone to my son as well. Anyway, so we're back. We're down slowly with this one. If you want a free holiday, 150,000 points. Actually, there's certain rules here, but you actually need 3 people to get the phone for you to get this. Yeah? You just can't get it with 50,000 points. You need 3 people to get a phone. There's a law out there that says this: if you can help other people get what they want, you get what you want. So if I can help you 3 get a phone, I get a laptop. If I help you 3 get a holiday, I get a car. If I can help you 3 get a car, I get another car. Yeah? So if you can help 3 people get a laptop, how many people is that going to be minimum? 36. You're well qualified. You only needed 30. If you can help 3 people get the laptop, you've qualified here anyway. But let's take the 150. I'm doing some training here because we're going to do training later. I'll stick it in here now, just a little bit extra, right? 150,000 is what we need at business. 150,000 at business, that's what we need to do. Divided by 1685 is the fastest way. 1685 equals 89. A friend of mine did 19 of these yesterday. 19 royals he did yesterday. And he's trying to do more today because it's the last day of the royal program. He did 19 royals yesterday, so he did 19. There's 89. If you do 89, we'll call it 90. Roll it up a bit. 90 royals in your team. That kind of goes with that. You only need 60 additional ones, and you have a beautiful holiday. But I'm not interested in that stuff. I've got all of that. I've won all of that already. I want the car. Do you want a car? So Facebook, don't do this. Tesco, don't do this. Not only can you make 7.4 million plus a 50% check match, but we give away all these gifts in the process. And here's how easy it is to get a car. Couldn't believe it. Brand new car, they give you the keys. Actually, you go to your local garage. They're not going to send it from Poland. You go to your local garage and you do the deal, they pay for it. You drive away in it. They don't want it back. They don't want the keys back. You don't have to give it back in a month or 3 months or a year. It's not a lease. It's your car. You can sell it or dump it or stuff it in the garage, whatever you want to do. It's your car. They give it away. They don't give it away and say, well, you can only have that for 3 years and you have to pay this. And you get the car, all right? No. To get the car is 1.2 million of sales. Ooh, I couldn't do that. Nobody asked you to do that. You do 3 sales. You get the 3 started and this comes. But 1.2 million to me sounds, that's unbelievable. Divided by 1685, divided by 1685, you only need 700 people in your business to get yourself a brand new BMW. Brand new BMW. 712 in the business gives you a BMW. This one you need that's 1.2 million points, 1.5 million points, 1.8 million points. You can't have all 3 BMWs. You pick which one you go for. So let's say you had 1.2 million points. The company say, right, you have a BMW. I don't want it. Because I want to wait for another 2 or 3 months just to get the extra 300,000 points. I'd rather this one. I don't like this one. Or, no, I need, if I've done that in a year and a half or 2 years, no, I'm happy to wait another 6 months. I want this car. Okay? And it's just a few more people. But anyway, you can pick one of the BMWs. But here's how you get the Porsche and the BMW. So let's say you took this one, and you've got 1.2 million points done. You need 3.5 million points for the Porsche. So the car, the BMW, is 712 for the BMW. And then the Porsche, I don't know how to spell Porsche, it's not that, but something like that. Good at maths, but not at the English. So let's do the Porsche, 3.5 million points. 3,500,000. 3.5 million of business. Every dollar spent on this is a point to you, whether you spend it or somebody else spends it. You don't have to spend this money. Divide that by 1685 is the fastest way. 1685. 2077. So when there's 2077, you already have that home with you. And you already have 700. You only need 1,300 more. And then you go and pick up your Porsche. They give away 10 BMWs, 4 Porsche last month when I was there. Now, how are we going to get 2,000 people? Well, I'll show you how. Very easy. We've already done it. if you know 3 people that want to make more money this year than they made last year, how long would it take you to get them here? If I said I was back this day next week, could you have them 3 people here next week? Would it take you a whole week to find 3 people that want to make more money? You could find 3 people tonight that want to make more money. You could find 3 people tomorrow who could make more money. You could go online with me tomorrow at lunchtime and say, listen, I have 3 people in the house. I'll plug my computer into my television. Can you explain what you explained last night to us? And you say nothing. And I explain it to your 3 people. You could have 3 people in this business tomorrow. It might take you a week. It might take you a month. It's down to this. How badly do you want the money? Imagine you agreed with me, it would take you all of January to get these 3 people. Therefore, we would have 3 people in January. If we worked with these 3 people in February to do their 3, in March you would have 12 people. Sorry, in February you'd have 12 people. So you find 3 in January, that's you finished. We work with these 3 now, just like we're working with you now. And we say, hey, let's get your 3 on board. That's 12 in total. You've 12 in total. Guess what? You've got your free phone next month. So what we do with these 9 people is we say, right guys, you're brand new. Let's get started. Let's get 3 people in the month of March. So that puts 27 in. How many people are in your business? How many people are in your business? 39. You only need 30 for a laptop. So what do we do with these 27? 3 27s is 81. So the next month, how many have we in the business? 120. You only need 90 people for a holiday. 3 81s is 243. That gives you 363 people. Not enough for the car. They get 3 people each, 729. You've enough for the car and all of this extra. So if you find 3 people in January and help them find 3 in February, March, April, May, by June you can have your BMW. What happens the next month? You're picking up the BMW in this company from Poland and say, hey, guess what? You're unlucky. You just got yourself a Porsche Panamera. You've got to go to a different garage because the BMW don't do Porsche. Go down to Dublin, Porsche garage, pick your Porsche, we pay for it. Because 3 times 729 is 2187. So if these guys bring 3 people, like you bring 3 people this month, they bring it that month, you now have 2,187 plus all of these. You've just got the BMW home, and now you've got 2,077 was all you needed for a Porsche Panamera. You help people get what they want, you get what you want. So one time there, a minute ago, we were talking about millions of money. Now we're talking about free gifts, and that's what people can aim for. Something simple like that. Help 3 people get a phone, you get a laptop. Help people get a laptop, you get a holiday. Help 3 people get a holiday, you get a car. Help 3 people get a car, you get another car. And that's one of our buttons we have in our business section. That's FutureNet. That's my favorite one, right? My second favorite one at the minute is the second one. So that's one thing you could do, what we've covered. The second thing you do is a thing called Ad Pro. Now, this is all right. I've made about 130 grand last year with this one, but lots of people like it because it's easy. And here's how it works. I want to test to make sure everybody can do it. If you could do this, you know some people get up in the morning to do exercise for the new year, and I'm going to train you this year. Okay, I'm going to train you for a year. Here we go. You have to do this every day now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe. You do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe. That's how this one works. It's very, very simple. What we have is a product called FutureAd Pro. And if you can click a mouse 10 times a day, we will pay you 96 times a day. I'll say it again. If you can click a mouse 10 times a day, we pay you 96 times every day. Most people get paid once a week, which is 50 times a year. Some people get paid monthly, which is 12 times a year. We pay 96 times a day. And it's very, very easy. And the good news is, you don't need to introduce anybody. Nobody. This is class. There's one guy in this room, he's laughing because he hasn't introduced anybody. And how much have you made? 64,000 he's made. He hasn't introduced anybody yet. When did you start? May. Started in May, hasn't introduced anybody, he's made 64 grand. But he's got a very sore finger. Because he goes every day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. If you can click a mouse, we can pay you. You've got to watch 10 ads a day. Now, everybody out here, all you guys out there, you're already watching 10 ads a day. You, and used to, and him in that car, they're all watching 10 ads a day. Every one of them. Every person you meet is already doing this. But they're not getting paid. When we came into the car to come down here tonight, we turned on the radio and there was an advert. There was another advert straight after. We had to listen to it before the song came on. Yeah? I went on to Facebook. There was adverts all around it. You go onto YouTube, there's adverts on it. We saw a billboard on the motorway. What was it? Balbriggan turn off some water park. It was an advertisement. You go home tonight, put on the television, between the news and the film, there's an advertisement. Everybody is watching 10 ads a day, and they're not getting paid. We pay you to watch them. Does that sound interesting? Very simple. Let me show you how it works. So we're now looking at the second part of our program. And it works just like the newspapers, just like the radio. If you want to sell something in a newspaper, let's say you wanted to clear out the garage, and you want to get rid of all this stuff, you can go to the newspaper and say, hey, I want to put an ad in the paper this weekend. We're having a garage sale in our house, and I need people to know that it's on. Yeah. So you can go down to the newspaper and they say, well, what type of advertisement do you want? What type of ad pack do you want? Advertisement package. Do you want like a half page? No. Do you want a full page? No, we couldn't afford that. Do you want a, like 3 centimeters by, say, 4 centimeters? Do you want a small ad? What section do you want it at? Do you want this ad to run every week? No, just one up. So you would buy a particular advertisement package for what you wanted to do. We call it an ad pack, yeah? Now it's the exact same if you go to the radio. The radio would say, well, what type of advertisement package do you want? Do you want this to run? I mean, we can air your message, what, 10 times a day, 3 times a day? We charge this. Do you want prime time advertising? Do you want it, when people are at home in the evening or when they're at work? What type of advertisement package do you want? And if you go to the television, they have an advertisement package. A primetime commercial television advertisement here in Ireland costs how much for 30 seconds on the TV? Does anybody know? 10 grand? 100,000. It's 100 grand for Aircom to tell you it's good to use Aircom. And they get that 100 grand from your phone bill. They charge you 3 cent, 5 cent, 3 cent, 5 cent, 17 cent, 3 cent, 3 cent, free call, 7 cent, 7 cent, 3 cent, 15 cent, you get your bill. And they take that money, pay their bills, and put these advertisement television to tell you to use Aircom, and you're probably already with them. Or Vodafone, or whoever it is. That's how advertising works. It costs 100 grand for that advertisement. Coca-Cola advertise very heavily all the time. Coca-Cola. So we've all heard about it. Why are they advertising? They're spending your money to tell other customers it's good. They're trying to compete with the other competitive drink. Who's heard of Red Bull? Everybody. Why do we hear Red Bull? Because they spend so much money advertising. The Formula 1 racing, they do all the big advertising. Red Bull have only 1% of the entire drinks market. 1%, so they spend all that money to get 1%. Well, we have an advertisement package, and I think it's pretty good because we have a $10 and a $50 advertisement package. What we do is we guarantee you 800 customers will see your advertisement. If you advertise in the newspaper, you've no guarantee anybody will see it. It could be on page 22 in the bottom little corner just around the... You'll miss it. If you pay the newspaper, they put it in the paper, but you don't know if anybody see it. I mean, all the big companies advertise in the newspaper, and nobody runs into the shop, hey, I'm here to get a loaf of bread. I just seen you do bread in Tesco's here. They just advertise Tesco, Asda, little. But you all know of it. They're spending your money to keep it in your mind. What we do is we guarantee you 800 people will see what you're selling. So if you have a product or a service or a business, or you own a hotel or a car wash, or you're an accountant and you want some books to do home, or you're whatever it is you want to do, you can advertise it. If you don't have any business to do, you can advertise your favorite charity. So what we do is we guarantee you 800 views. Now, if you want more than that, let's say you want 1,600 views, you would require 2 of these advertisement packages, and we will guarantee you twice the amount of views. If you want 8,000 people to see your advertisement, your new car wash in Dublin, or whatever it is you have, you would need 10 of these packages to get 8,000 people. We guarantee you that you will get these views. That's better than the newspaper. Now, what also we do is we give you an invoice. So any business can do this in Dublin and get an invoice, and they take that away from the tax. So let's say the business has to pay $3,000 of tax. Yeah? Well, they don't, because they bought one of these or 10 of these, $500. They take that off the tax because it was money spent to advertise their business. It was part of the cost of running their business. So they can actually use that to develop more customers for their business. Because businesses are already advertising in newspaper, on Google, on Facebook. They're advertising on the radio. The bigger companies and the big ones do the TV. So we'll give you an invoice to take that off your books, so you can get lots of businesses advertising here in Dublin. Yeah? Or you. And your charity could advertise as well. And if your charity doesn't want to advertise, you could advertise your charity for them and let them get the benefit. See, the benefit to a charity advertising is, let's say I have a good week, and I keep seeing this charity advertising all the time. You know, someday I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to give these guys €20. Boom, boom, click, submit, boom, done. Feel good. So they get the benefit of your advertising if you don't have anything to market. If you still don't have anything to sell or market, like, you could put up your Facebook page on it. So let's say you were an expert on health or cryptocurrency, or an expert on gardening, or an expert on anything you wanted, and your Facebook page is all around that. You could put your Facebook page up onto this, and everybody would see that, and they become your friend. You can build a community there and use that as a marketing tool to sell something. And if you have nothing to sell, who cares? You can save the credits and spend them later when maybe you do have something interesting to sell. Because if we give you 7.4 million from this program, and you want to start another business with that, then you've got something to advertise here. No excuses. Yeah, no excuses. So, that's what we do. That's our advertisement package. It's not an investment. We don't do investments. We don't need investments. We did 700 million last year. We don't want any investments. We want people who want to advertise, and you can get as many of these packages. We max it out at 1,000 ad packs. The reason we max it out at 1,000 ad packs is that the big guys don't come in with the big money and overload the marketing. You see, if we just saw Tesco advertising the whole time, that would be boring, because your little ad can't get on, your little ad can't get on, because you only get 4 advertisement packages. So every advert would be Tesco. So we make it fair for everybody, that the little guy can start with 50, like my friend, yeah? Or, you know, the maximum you can have is 1,000 of these. We don't permit any company or business or individual to have more than 1,000 of these, so it's fair for everybody. The little guy can grow to the big guy, and the big guy, it's fair for everybody. Is that okay? Now, the good news is, and this is different than the newspapers and the TV, the newspaper gives you back nothing, the TV gives you back nothing, the radio gives you back nothing, other than the potential of some business, which generally it doesn't get anyway. But if you're prepared to watch 10 ads a day, we will pay you back every 15 minutes for the next 24 hours. We pay at the top of the hour, quarter past the hour, half past the hour, and quarter to. Every 15 minutes, we give you a payment back. We pay you 4 times an hour, or 96 times every day. So if you're new here tonight and you bought an advertisement package right now, in 15 minutes time we would pay you while you're sitting there. And in another 15 minutes we pay you. So if you're not in this, it's costing you money right now. You see, when I go to sleep tonight, I get paid. When I drove down the road tonight, I got paid. As I'm standing here, I get paid. I get paid 96 times a day without lifting anything. I do have to watch 10 ads to qualify, and tomorrow I have to watch 10 more, and the next day I have to test 10 more. It takes me between 2.5 and 5 minutes. If I do it on my computer, it can take me about 4 or 5 minutes. But what I do sometimes is I do it on the computer and the phone at the same time. I watch both, and I speed it up. 2.5 minutes a day. I'm getting about 500 a day from this. 500 a day. Some people would be happy with 500 a week. I get 500 a day. Yeah? Every day. Whether I go to work or not, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, doesn't matter. Whether I come here or not, doesn't matter. 500 a day. You don't have to introduce anybody to it. It comes. It's brilliant. And I showed you where the money came from. Where does the money come from? Show you where the money comes from. We have revenue coming from leasing cars, We have money coming from FutureNet cafes, FutureNet restaurants. We have money coming from the sale of cloud services, video email services. We have 180 status subscription comes in that doesn't go out to anybody. We have physical products that we sell. We sell umbrellas, pens, shirts, jewelry, stuff. FutureNet branded products brings us profit. We have a shopping portal here. We have advertising going on in here. We have games going in here. And every ad pack you have, if you have one ad pack, you take one share out of the bucket. If you have 2 advertisement packages, we give you 2 shares out of the bucket. If you have 10 advertisement packages, you can take 10 shares out of the bucket. So all the money comes in from advertising and games and cafes and social media and all of this. And every ad pack you have, we give you a share back out of it. And that's where the money comes from. And it's very, very exciting. Now, it doesn't last forever. It lasts for about approximately 130 days. Okay? So we will turn every 50 into 60 for you. Imagine I said to this lady, have you got a fiver on you? She went, hold on a check. Yeah, I have. She gives me a fiver. And I give her back €6. She looks at it, what? 6? Yeah. And I turned around to her and said, do you have a fiver on you? She said, yeah, of course I do have 6. I said, give me a fiver. She gives me a fiver, and I give her back 6. I said, you wouldn't have a fiver on you? She said, hold on, I have 7. You give me 5, and I give you 6. How many times would you like to do that? Lots of times. Let's keep doing it. So every fiver becomes 6. Every 50 becomes 60. Every 500 becomes 600. Every 5,000 becomes 6,000. And you could do that over and over and over again. And people are making serious, serious money. So, there are 1 billion websites out there. 1 billion websites. What do these websites need? Traffic, that's the right word. They need traffic. They need eyeballs. That's what AdPro does. It does exactly that. We bring traffic to your business, to your website, or to your charity. That's what we provide. And we charge these businesses for it. And we share the money back with you. You see, you're the traffic. You're watching billboards. You're watching advertisements on the radio. You're listening to you're doing it all the time. You don't get paid. We pay you for watching 10 ads a day. That's where the money comes from, guys. It's incredible. All you have to do is buy an advertisement package or multiple advertisement packages, watch the 10 ads, and we will pay you every 15 minutes. It's incredible. As I said, people are already advertising on the TV, Google, billboards. See that jumping? Newspapers, magazines, and on the radio. People are already advertising. You're already watching these 10 ads a day. So here's the first one. This is a company. They have a weight loss product. They're looking for customers, obviously. I'm not particularly interested in this product. If I was, I would probably support the company and buy it. Let's try it out, see how it worked. But all you have to do is watch the little green line go to the end. When it goes to the end, that's that one watched. So that's the first one. Let's see, can you watch the second one? This is a restaurant. They're looking for customers. I'm not hungry. I'm not interested. I watched the little line go to the end. That's the second one. Here's an electronics company. Right? Now, I was interested in this. I bought 2 of these, actually. I bought 2 of these. One for my car, one for Louise's car. So that was fine. But you don't have to buy anything. But I had to watch the ad. The fourth one is a restaurant. The next one is a restaurant in Dublin. Where's that? That's a restaurant in Wicklow, is it? Tramyard Kitchen? Wicklow? Yeah? So, if that kept advertising me, advertising, next time I take the horses, we're going to Wicklow, we're going to a show, and I said, God, we're in Wicklow, what about that restaurant? Is it not likely that I might try that or give them some business? Because they're always on my mind, because they always advertise. And that's how advertising works. The advertisers tell you need to see an advert about 7 times even before you understand it. I see my kids guessing. You know, it's this abstract thing that these 2 guys in a car, this girl runs around here, and they don't even know what the advert, and then at the end it goes, Daz, or Herzl, or, you know, it's kind of confusing, some of the ads, you have to work them out. And that's clever marketing, because people are discussing, this one, or this is the, you know what I'm saying. So the more you advertise, the more business you'll do. So, for instance, that restaurant there, I've given that restaurant, I'm guessing, I've given that restaurant about 50 grand worth of business. By me showing that to people in Birmingham and Manchester, they've all gone to this restaurant. They come back and told me it's a fabulous restaurant. And we wouldn't have heard of them only they advertised on our platform. But we need more advertisers here in Dublin, yeah? And start building this thing up. So you have to watch these 10 ads. That's the tram yard, it's called, in Wicklow. That man's dead, would you believe it? Terry Wogan. But he's still being used on advertising campaigns in England for, this is a phone and broadband company, yeah? Or charities, yeah? You can advertise whatever you want. So you watch 10 ads, you've all done it, it's quite easy, you can all make money. If you can watch 10 ads, you can make money. It's not simple, you'll not get a simpler business. So, you can click a mouse, you can make money. How much can you make? Depends on you. You're going to need about 5 minutes a day. Somebody said that people spend about 4 hours a day watching television. How much do you make for that? Nothing. If you watch, give us 5 minutes. Yeah? First thing in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe, that's you done for the day. Very simple way to make money. So, there we go. Here's an account here of one customer. This customer bought 46 of these advertisement packages. They bought 46 advertisement packages. 46, they cost $50 each. So that worked out at $2,300. Everybody understand that? They bought 46 of these. They got 46 multiplied by 800 views of their product or service, or whatever they sell. So they put in $2,300 for advertising, and after 30 days, this customer got back $1,190. Now imagine they had to spend $2,300 on RTE to advertise their business, or in the newspaper here. How much would they have got back from RTE or the newspaper? Zero. In 1 month, they had earned back $1,190, half. The next month, they had $2,970 after 61 days. FutureNet had paid them $2,970. You can take that out if you want. Yeah, you can take it out to your bank. You can take it out to cryptocurrency. No problem with taking it out. The next month, they made $5,000. Double their money, 3 months. Double their money, 3 months. If you had 10 grand in there and you got 20 grand back in 3 months, that's good money. See if you're going to work. If you put 20 in, you get 40 grand in 3 months. That's 20 grand a year. You made it in 3 months, you don't have to work anymore. This is changing people's lives. So, the next month, that was 90 days, which is 3 months. You would expect that customer to make 4 times that in a year. You'd expect them to make 20,000 in a year. If they got $5,000 in 3 months, $5,000 in 3 months, you'd expect at the end of the year they'd have 20,000, wouldn't you? So they started with 2,300. You'd expect them to have 20,000. Look what happened the next month. It went from 5,000 to just short of 9,000. It nearly doubled in 1 month. The power, which is amazing. The next month, after 5 months, they made 15 grand. The next month, they made just short of 20,000. So in 6 months, they made 20,000. And just a few months earlier, they thought they were going to make 20,000 in a year. But in 6 months, they made 20,000. And that's the power of compounding. So ask the person who brought you, how does compounding work? And then after 1 year, this customer had made 50 grand. That's 1,000 a week. Yeah? 1,000 a week. Well, part of what they do for a living is just part-time money coming in, clicking a mouse and telling a few people about it. That's how that program works. So, that's it for this session, guys. We're going to take a break. We're going to have a tea or coffee, are we? Or do we have something like that?
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back. For those who want to stay, I'm going to do a little bit of training. I'll talk a little bit about our new cryptocurrency that's launching. But that's 2 of the programs we have. Very simple, very easy, and very successful. People are having great success with it. So, how long are we taking a break for?
Half an hour.